sifter.com.au.
Hi, I'm Kat John.
And I'm Chris Button.
Welcome to Walkthrough, Sifter's weekly recap on the biggest news in video games.
This week, the Game Awards reminded us of some of our favourite titles from the year, while the Frosty mini showcase got us excited for those to come. Netflix let us know how much Warner Brothers games are worth, and Flight Simulator heads into the Upside Down with a strange collab. Here is the news for Sunday, 14th of December, plus all the upcoming games launching this week. Let's go.
Join the Sifter community on Discord at sifter.com.au/Discord.
The Game Awards streamed globally on Friday, bringing with it some high praise for some much-loved titles. Surprising no one, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 took out the highly coveted Game of the Year trophy, beating out rival titles such as Donkey Kong Bonanza and Australia's own Hollow Knight Silksong. After taking out the record of most nominations, I don't think anyone expected the team at Sandfold Interactive to walk away anything close to empty-handed, but it is still a delight to see them pull through a whopping 9 trophies from a record-breaking 12 nominations by the end of the event. We also got to see some killer trailers for some highly anticipated games. My personal standout was the trailer reveal for Baldur's Gate 3 developers Larian Studios' next big game, Divinity. The content may not have been for the faint of heart, but watching the flesh burn off a man's body while some revelers get to know each other is certainly a way to make an impression. The game won't require prior knowledge of Larian titles, but players will be able to better follow the continuity and the world if they have played the Divinity Original Sin series. It seems like that one will be hitting early access around 2027.
I don't know about you, Chris, but I was absolutely fangirling over the trailer for LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. After some serious speculation over what suits and characters we were going to get, I am pretty chuffed to see some classic favourites. And was that a glimpse of Discowing? Some other key wins from Clair Obscur included Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, and Best Art Direction. The Last of Us Season 2 brought home Best Adaptation in its fight against the Minecraft movie, and Silksong won Best Action Adventure Game. Yippee! However, the awards weren't without their quirks. Best Independent Game, Expedition 33's first win for the night, was announced in the so-called opening act of the event, along with the award for Innovation and Accessibility, giving a bit of an underhanded implication that they weren't real awards. Filling out the cast of surprise guests included the entire cast of the upcoming Street Fighter movie, Lenny Kravitz announcing his role in the upcoming 007 First Light, and a musical number by Miss Piggy and Rolf the Dog.
The Frosty mini showcase was held this week to show off some of the upcoming Australian and New Zealand games, and there were stacks that were announced. Enfant is an action-adventure Metroidvania about an elephant looking for his herd. Set in a post-human world, you get to explore a vibrant, decaying environment and uncover remnants of humanity. It looks stunning and is a playtest now available on Steam. Combining deck builders, roguelikes, and spinning tops is From the Top, which is taking me back to the time of Beyblades. It's a super cool retro black and white game where you collect different tops, combine them, and find new synergies as you drop them into the ring. That game is out now and you can grab it on PC. And Odd Jobs on the Lot is a new chaotic-looking party game set in an Aussie car park. You have to race to complete some odd jobs, manage collecting stray trolleys and more, all while avoiding hazards and losing wages. It looks pretty fun and is out later next year.
Factory 95 is a retro Windows-inspired game, and I can almost hear Clippy yelling at me. It's a puzzle automation game about making a slideshow factory in a slideshow. You have to manage your space and make quite complex slides, all within a very Windows XP look. That's coming out early next year. Go Phish is a roguelite deck builder where you play Go Phish in order to hack your opponent's computers, break down their firewall, and scam people in order to pay your rent. Such a wild topic. You also have to get their trust to find some clues to their password. This one is coming out next year. And finally, Middle Management, the game where you have to build the perfect office, hire the right talent, spread your tentacles, and keep your rebellious workers productive. Yeah, you literally have to delve into their brains to design the perfect employee. We did see this one at PAX, and it looks pretty funny. No release date yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. As always, there were heaps of other games, so we'll leave a link in our show notes. Last week, we reported on how Netflix is attempting to buy Warner Brothers, including all of its IP. However, this week, apparently they don't care about the games side of the company. In a recent investor call, Netflix co-CEO Gregory Peters said when it comes to Warner's gaming division, it didn't even factor into the $83 billion deal. And apparently, it doesn't add anything to the company's overall value. That kind of stings.
Obviously, a lot of the attention has been focused on the movies and TV shows, but despite recent game flops, Warner Brothers does have some pretty important and popular catalogues. They've got the Arkham franchise, Mortal Kombat, plus all the Lego games, which are instant moneymakers. Netflix hasn't had a good run with video games, so it does make you wonder what will happen to Rocksteady and all the other studios if they move ship to Netflix.
However, there is a new player in this game. This week, Paramount came out challenging the Netflix purchase with a $108 billion USD deal. Not sure where this is going to end up, but fingers crossed it ends well for the developers.
I thought Jurassic Park was a crazy addition to Microsoft Flight Simulator, but now they're adding Hawkins from the Netflix show Stranger Things. You'll be taken to the sky in a Bell UH-1H Huey helicopter, helping the residents of Hawkins after dealing with dangers that almost destroyed the town. There are 5 different missions, shady supply ops, close call chases, and high-stakes rescues that you can take part in. There's no spoilers though.
Once you've finished all of the action-packed adventures, you can actually explore the map and recreation of the town, including more than 40 iconic locations made famous by the show. This is available right now on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and it's free to everyone who already owns Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Honestly, who knows what crossover we'll get next? That's it for the headlines. Here are the games coming out this week.
Get ready to jump back into the multiplayer shooter Splitgate in Splitgate Arena Reloaded. This latest game is a return to the hit first-person arena-based multiplayer shooter and blends the best parts of the first 2 games, but with a rebuilt progression system, new and old maps, new weapons, and so much more. Get ready to battle it out when it comes out on PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on the 17th.
Search for the magical pages in YOOKA-RE-PLAYLEE. Join Yuka and Laylee in this open-world 3D adventure and try to save the day. It's the definitive remastered and enhanced version of 2017 Yooka-Laylee and has new challenges, secrets, and mechanics. It's been out for a couple of months, but is finally making its way onto PlayStation 5 and Switch 2 on the 18th of December.
DADISH 4 is the latest entry in Thomas K. Young's beloved platformer and is coming just in time for Christmas. The DADISH series usually follows the titular, I would have said eponymous, but Kat really wanted me to say tit, Dad who's also a radish, but this time around things are different. With Dadish kidnapped by the evil Homeowners Association, it's up to DJ, Dadish Jr., to make his way through 50 action-packed levels I couldn't get through the
You were doing so well!
With Dadish kidnapped by the evil Homeowners Association, it's up to DJ, Dadish Jr., to make his way through 50 action-packed levels to rescue his papa. That one is coming on December 18th to iOS, Android, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
Submit yourself to the psychological torment of a sentient job application in Drink Human Beans, a dystopian horror that invites players into a twisted corporate simulation of nightmare job interviews, intelligent coffee machines which will trigger an existential crisis, and a path to success that may just cost you your humanity. Honestly, just sounds like the real job market. That one comes to PC on Thursday the 18th.
Articles to read,
Videos to watch.
and podcasts to listen to.
sifter.com.au.
has been Walkthrough by Sifter. My name is Kat John.
Yeah, and I forgot my name. Sorry, can you... And my name is Chris Button. Thank you so much for listening.
Walkthrough is our recap of the news, but if you want to catch up on all of Sifter's stories, we've got a very fancy newsletter. It's an easy way to make sure you don't miss any of our interviews or reviews, and it's out usually every fortnight. Head to sifter.com.au/newsletter to subscribe. That's sifter.com.au/newsletter.
Sifter is produced by myself, Kat Jarn, Fiona Bartholomaeus, Naomi Jackson, Kyle Pauletto, and Adam Christou. Mitch Lowe is senior producer who edited this episode, and Gianni Di Giovanni is Sifter's executive producer and script editor.
Thanks to Brian Fairbanks from Salty Dog Sounds for composing the Walkthrough theme tune, and Audio Technica Australia and Apple for their support of Sifter's podcast.
We'll be back with more news next Sunday. See you then.